In this ActiveCampaign review, I'll break down the main features of this marketing automation platform, plus the pros and cons to help you decide if it's right for your business. I'm Jason, growth specialist at Wildmail, where we help make ActiveCampaign even better for Europe-based businesses. Let's dive in. So first up, let's talk about ActiveCampaign CXA. Now, ActiveCampaign is a category-defining platform, and CXA is Customer Experience Automation, which essentially helps you better manage and improve the customer experience. It's very customer-centric through a variety of tools and features at scale. And so these are the tools and the features we're going to cover in this video. And their goal is to help you treat every customer like your most important, whether you have 10 or 10 million. And they do that through four main pillars. So I'll just go through that quickly. The first is orchestration. Okay, so this basically allows you to connect all of your apps, pull in data from all of your apps, and then have one central hub in order to use that data, leverage that data for enhanced personalization, in triggering automations, etc., to provide that better experience for your customer. The second is segmentation. So for segmentation, we're focused on segmenting by individual contacts and their behavior with your brand, not just these larger groups of people by general interest. All right, and it's also very difficult to keep track of all of the engagement, the behaviors, the interests, the purchases, abandoned carts, etc. And so in ActiveCampaign, we'll go over the features that help you do that. Next up, we've got personalization. High name is no longer enough in terms of personalization. It's not true personalization. Most platforms can handle that in this day and age. But being able to pull in data from the entire customer lifecycle from all of your platforms, whether it's your Shopify store, SMS, Messenger, Instagram, etc., pulling in all of that data and then being able to use that in your copy, in your messaging for your contacts to increase relevancy. And that's the name of the game with marketing, sending the right message to the right person at the right time. And all of that is possible with these features in ActiveCampaign. And then finally, automation. Providing the best customer experience on autopilot. It's like having an extra employee without having to pay for another desk or another salary, right? So doing that with ActiveCampaign automation, it's not just offloading your busy work, it's actually all stages of the customer journey, as well as internal processes with your team. So assigning tasks, follow-up, contact management, so that none of these relationships you're trying to build with leads, potential customers, existing customers fall through the cracks. All team members are aligned and they're freed up to do whatever the highest level work, the highest leverage work of that role is, because automation is going to help you essentially take care of the rest of the other tasks that someone would normally have to manage manually. You'll be able to cover that with automation and then free them up, their time, their energy, and their focus to continue building those relationships and providing the best possible customer experience. So that is CXA in customer experience automation. And now we'll get into the features that help you achieve that inside the platform. So the main features of ActiveCampaign, it is known as an email marketing software, marketing automation software as well, but it's often compared with some other platforms that are more or less, strictly email marketing platforms like MailChimp, MailerLite. These are best. I would not consider them in the same category for marketing automation, but they have some of the same features for email marketing. So we'll go over these features here for email marketing. Inside the platform, if I go to campaigns, this is where you'll be able to create and send out new emails. You can also send them out in automations, of course, but this is your basic newsletter, your product updates, your one-off emails. So if I go to create a campaign, I can choose the standard email. I can split test subject line, split test copy, split test the sender. Very important to increase open rates, click-through rates, engagement, and conversions with your email marketing. You'll see there's the newer email designer. It's faster, a bit sleeker, and it's drag and drop. The classic designer is also drag and drop as well, but it includes features like conditional content, which is not available yet on the new designer, but will be. And that allows you to show, based on the tags a contact has or their engagement, a different message in the email. So write one email and then show different copy based on their interests, based on the products they've purchased, based on the products that they've visited on your website. All of that's possible with this builder, and it's pretty simple to achieve. You've got all of these different templates, beautifully designed templates. Then you've got your basic templates as well. And they're helpful so you're not staring at a blank page. You just choose the template that you want and you can get started. Now you can see the different sections here. It's really simple to click, drag, move it around, move this up here, click in and add a new image that you can pull from your library, adjust your copy. All of this is super simple. And then you've got the insert over here. Just click and drag wherever you want these different features. And when you're ready to send it out, the segmentation in ActiveCampaign is super powerful. If I go to segment selected lists, or down here, I can choose one that I've already created, or create a new segment. We'll say segment of test. And now you can add your first condition. And I can choose things like whether they've opened previous emails. I can choose things like their last product category. If I want to see what the category of what they purchased from our Shopify store, these are all data points pulled in directly from our connected Shopify store. So I can see whether or not they have an abandoned cart, the total value of it, the last product name that they purchased. I can even check and see if they visited certain pages on my website yet. So all of this allows you, again, to send the right message at the right time to the right person that's interested in what you have to share with them, and share relevant content, valuable content with them. And so that's an overview of the email marketing features. Okay, you've got all of the templates, A/B testing, segmentation, and then the easy drag and drop builder. Next up, we'll cover marketing automation. So as I mentioned, ActiveCampaign is not only a powerful email marketing platform, but a very powerful marketing automation platform. So we've got features like lead scoring, website tracking, and automation workflows. So if I go into our automations, I can pull up this pre-webinar, reminder drip, and post-webinar follow-up. You'll see here it's a visual builder, which is very helpful when you're building on your end. You can create very precise sequences here without too much complexity on the user end, but the experience that you'll create for your users is going to be very personal. And you can do this just by clicking and dragging. Just like with the email, it's another click and drag, drag and drop builder. Very simple. You can send out your emails in a sequence. You can set goals so that when they reach certain conditions, you can pull the contact down to these goal steps. And then, of course, you have your conditions here. We're checking to see if they've already purchased a certain program. And if not, we can send them additional sales emails and follow-ups. So this is the automation builder. Makes it very easy to automate things for your contacts. You can automate things internally as well. If I go back to automations and hit create an automation, before I select start from scratch, these are all of the different recipes available to you. Recipe is ActiveCampaign's term basically for their templates that you can grab to kickstart your automations. It gives you a great starting point to launch from, and then you can customize all of these. You have your abandoned carts, you have your Shopify interest follow-up emails, reminder to purchase, coupon delivery. You have your webinar recipes, sales drip, Salesforce, all of your automations for integrations, everything to automate sales, e-com, etc. All of that is available here inside of the recipes. You'll typically find what you're looking for, or you can just start from scratch, which we'll do here. And just to show you, if I go to apps, I can select Calendly, and when a new call is booked, for example, I can go down to the CRM actions, and all of these are the internal processes I can automate. I can create a deal, I can update the title of the deal, update the stage of the deal. So when someone books a call, we can, if they already have a deal, when they came in as a lead, we can update the stage to booked a call. We'll get into the sales features in just a moment, but all of these actions here are internal tasks that you can automate, and you can also, send notification emails internally to team members, letting them know that a contact took a specific action. So that's the power of automations inside ActiveCampaign. Just to show you one more example, in combination with website tracking and lead scoring, this is our behavior-based pitching automation. So we've got lead scoring here. When a contact engages with our business, we can add points or subtract points depending on the action. If they open emails, click links in emails, visit certain pages on our website, we can add up the points. When they reach a certain threshold, we can trigger an automation like this. You see, it's very simple to build out, but when you see the power of it on the customer end, you'll see where the value comes from in terms of increased conversions, a better experience, more engagement. So we're actually waiting until they've engaged enough with our business to reach 140. Then we're checking. We have Spanish and English contacts, so we're checking to see which language they are, and then we're firing off this here, an integration with Zapier via webhook, firing off an email that comes from one of our personal email addresses. It doesn't come through the business account, and it's very conversational, and it says essentially, hey, I noticed you're very engaged with our business lately. You've opened a lot of emails, etc. Would love to jump on a quick call with you and see if product X might be a good fit for you. And it sends right, 25 minutes after they reach this threshold, they've engaged with us, they're interested. We send out this personal email to them, and then we get, additional booked calls, and that's our behavior-based pitching. So that's the combination of automation, very simple drag and drop, lead scoring to determine, how engaged a contact is with your business, and then, of course, website tracking, where we can actually see the web pages that they visited on our site and then add additional points to their lead score based on that. So that's an overview of the marketing automation features inside ActiveCampaign. Now let's move on to customer relationship management, the CRM features of ActiveCampaign. So ActiveCampaign is not just a basic, email marketing platform. It does have CRM features for general contact management, deal management, including a pipeline feature, and task management for your sales team and support teams. So contact management, this here is our the general CRM section for your contacts, and this holds all of your contacts information. So if I search my demo account and go into the specific personal info section of this contact's profile, and this is all the information I can see. Custom fields, including responses that they've shared with us. I can see all their activity over here to the right, if they've been sent campaigns, if they've opened them. I can go down here and see their Stripe data for payments. I can see all of the tags that are added, including those that get added from external platforms with direct integrations to ActiveCampaign, like Shopify in this case. When I express interest in the shoes category on our Shopify demo store, this tag was added inside my ActiveCampaign account. I can see the lists that I belong to, all of the automations I've gone through, and the percentage that I've completed of that automation. You've got your e-commerce data right here. You've got your Calendly event data, type, date and time. This, by the way, updates automatically based on their behavior on those external platforms. So Shopify and Calendly, whenever someone abandons a cart, that'll show up here. Whenever someone updates their Calendly booking, that'll update directly in your ActiveCampaign account. We've got notes, their email history, and again, their activity history, and then deals here, which we'll go over in the next section for sales. But you can start to get a picture of how all of your teams will be able to access the same information for each of their contacts. You're breaking down the walls between your marketing and sales. You often have these teams, in their separate silos. You've got sales asking marketing why they're not sending better quality leads. You have marketing saying, we're sending you great leads. Why aren't you closing them? In this case, everyone can, see all the data for the contacts, their engagement, the previous engagement with a team member, a sales team member, support. And yes, of course, support can come right in here, check out the same profile. Again, all to offer the best possible customer experience for your contacts. So that's the general contact management. When someone has expressed enough interest in your business, you can define a certain point where they become a qualified lead and they'll get a deal added in your pipeline. So over here, the deals feature, this is our pipeline that we currently have set up. You can see when someone is in a conversation or when their call is completed. Right now, we have enough resources, so we're treating this quite manually, where we're looking at each deal that comes in. There's active, one-to-one personal engagement happening. So there are only 2 stages for now, but I'll show you how it works. And you've got each of these stages. You can click and drag, rearrange the stages. You can easily add a new stage. For example, maybe we would add that in between. And then every time someone books a Calendly call, we can automatically create a deal for them, like we showed you in automations, and add them here into the pipeline in the call book stage. We can, once we've had a conversation with them and we've gotten them to book a call with us, we can just move that. And then once they've taken the call, the sales team can come in and move them from call booked to call completed. You can also automate that as well, simply by having your sales team add a tag. So it is drag and drop, just like most features in ActiveCampaign. You can easily add a new deal, and now you have all of this additional information specific to the this sales instance for that contact. So you can have multiple deals per contact if you have different products, or if you have reached out to them different times. Very easy to set up. Choose your pipeline, choose the stage, add in additional information, and when you do that, you can see my deal here for my demo account. I've got notes, files, emails, everything that your sales team needs, and it's also able to be accessed by the rest of your team. Right? You've got tasks here, add a task for email follow-up, and you can automate all of this. You can automate all of this, the deal management. Once you have your flow down manually, you can then start automating parts of that to move your contact through the pipeline. And you can also automate your task management once you have that down, but very easy to interact with for your sales team manually. And now here we've got, whenever a contact submits a form, we're checking to see if they already have a deal with an open status, so we can notify their deal owner that they filled out the form again. If not, we're going to create a deal, add a first task, which is an email follow-up to that deal, and then notify their deal owner. We can distribute that automatically via round robin. All of this, we have videos on in our marketing automation channel, by the way, that you can check out. And so we're starting to move now. I've shown you deal management in the pipeline and task management manually for customer relationship management. We're starting to move into sales automation with deal tracking, routing leads. So like I mentioned, when they book a call, you can create a deal and then automatically distribute those deals to your sales team with round robin by deal value or by the number of deals that they have. And then, of course, you can always integrate with sales tools. So this is a great time to show you the number of tools, not only for sales, but in general, all the other tools that you might use in your tech stack. They're likely going to be found inside ActiveCampaign's native integrations. So here are the popular apps that they include. ActiveCampaign, from our experience, has by far the most apps that it integrates with here natively in its database here. So you can scroll through and find all of the different tools that you probably have. Also search. We've got Pipedrive. You can integrate with other platforms that connect to different channels like Messenger, SMS, Instagram. So it's got a full database of apps that you can directly connect with, plus some deep data integrations with Facebook ads and e-com stores like BigCommerce, WooCommerce, and Shopify to pull in even more data. Let's get into the pros and cons of ActiveCampaign. So first off, ActiveCampaign is a comprehensive email marketing and automation tool that offers a wide range of features and integrations. It's a very powerful platform to create amazing experiences for your audience and for your contacts, for your potential customers. Okay, it's pretty easy to use. They've made some updates to the user interface here. So once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy to use. And they have a ton of help docs to help you better understand the platform. You get custom onboarding with them. If you go through us at Wild Mail, you also get custom onboarding and our support team. That's there, to answer any questions that you have with using tools in the platform. And then often too, in ActiveCampaign, when you're navigating through the platform, it has a lot of helpful notations, to let you know what exactly you're looking at, what a feature does. So if I, for example, check out the e-com dashboard and scroll down, total marketing revenue, I can hover over and read more about what this metric is actually showing me. You have industry averages that they display for your KPIs as well. So a lot of helpful notations throughout the platform itself. So you don't even have to go off to their help docs. And again, most of the features like the sales pipeline, the automation builder, and the email designer, they all use a drag and drop builder. So it's pretty simple, click and drag. It has very powerful segmentation and targeting capabilities, like when we sent the email to someone who had reached a certain lead score, or when we can upsell or cross-sell to someone based on the last product category that they purchased or the last specific product they purchased in Shopify. So you can send really personalized and relevant emails to your audience. The platform, as I mentioned, with customer experience automation, it has a strong focus on customer relationship management so that those relationships you're trying to build with your contacts don't fall through the cracks. You can manage them easily. All teams are in sync, looking at the same data per contact with features like the contact management, deal tracking, and task management. And then it does offer competitive pricing. We can check that out. So the pricing is pretty straightforward, and in comparison to other platforms, you can check out our marketing automation channel for more of our comparisons with other platforms. But for the power and the value that you get with ActiveCampaign, you are paying much less than you would for some of the other platforms out there. Obviously, pricing and platforms, update and can change. So make sure you check the description of this video below to see the most recent pricing. But it is priced competitively. It has different plans to suit different business sizes. It doesn't have a free plan, but it has a free 14-day trial that you can, use many of the advanced features, check it out and see if it's a good fit for you before you go all in. So we've gone over the power of ActiveCampaign, and yes, that is one of the initial cons of ActiveCampaign is that some new users may find the learning curve to seem to be a bit steep for ActiveCampaign. There are a lot of features and capabilities. They may also find the interface to be overwhelming, especially if you're coming from a simpler platform. If you're used to MailerLite or MailChimp, which are just basic, very basic email marketing platforms, ActiveCampaign, by nature of its capabilities and what it's able to do, it needs to be a bit more complex. But that can easily be overcome again with the help documentation, support from their team, which is free, by the way. Other platforms, you actually pay for your onboarding, HubSpot, for example. But ActiveCampaign, you get custom onboarding with their team. They also have live webinars to help you better understand how all of the features work. And then with our team as well, custom onboarding, you'll get support from our team. We're based in Europe. We offer support in multiple languages, and we leverage, our years of experience as an ActiveCampaign agency to help you get the most out of these features and better understand, the platform for your business. ActiveCampaign may not be the best choice for businesses that have very, very simple email marketing needs. You may feel like it has more features than are necessary if you just want a basic autoresponder or to just send out campaigns like an email every week, and you have no plans to really grow beyond that. Maybe ActiveCampaign is not right for you. However, everything you can do with the more basic builders, you can do in ActiveCampaign. And then on top of that, you'll have access to the additional features as you grow. So ActiveCampaign really is a platform that can grow with you. It can be used in its most simplest form to just send out emails or set up a basic autoresponder, or you can get into like our behavior-based pitching and lead scoring. When you add in a sales team using the pipeline feature. So it's great, for those businesses that are growing or that plan to grow. They want something more than just simple, email marketing. And then finally, it may not be the most cost-effective option for businesses on a super tight budget, as some of the advanced features and integrations come at an additional cost. Yes, they do come at an additional cost. But there are a few different factors here that make it worth the investment. So first is time to value. With the support from ActiveCampaign, with the support from us here, if you go through us at Wild Mail, you're going to get value faster from the features in ActiveCampaign that you're paying for than you would with some of the other platforms, especially if they make you pay additional fees for their coaching or their onboarding. And there are other platforms that offer similar advanced features, but you're going to pay much more, with those. So if you're looking at any of those advanced features that we went over, they're most likely going to be cost effective for you here in ActiveCampaign versus some of the other platforms. If you're really just looking for stripped down, simple, basic email marketing, you can do it with ActiveCampaign, but maybe you'll find another platform will give you those simple, basic features for a lower cost. So just to wrap up, the overall benefits of ActiveCampaign: you're going to be able to create personalized and targeted customer experiences to improve customer engagement and loyalty. You'll be able to reduce manual work on repeat tasks and save time. So we've gone over heavily the automation features of ActiveCampaign that'll help you do that. And then you have access to data to better understand customers and make data-driven decisions about your customers. So ActiveCampaign does have its reports feature. And if we open this up, you can see reports by automations, specific contacts, campaigns, and website and deals as well. You can also check the add-on app that we've built if you are a SaaS company called Wild Metrics for additional reporting to help you hit your next MRR goal. So that is the ActiveCampaign review. It is the best tool that we have found for growing businesses, especially for SaaS businesses and e-com. And it is our choice for 2023 as a SaaS company ourselves. If you have any questions about ActiveCampaign, or you're wondering whether or not this platform might be right for your business, please feel free to drop them in the comments below so we can answer those for you. We'd be happy to help out.